Hey guys, welcome back to Lost Odyssey. Chocolate Milk here. Today we're going to start the pirate side quest. We're going to start finding all of Pirate Sed's 5 crew members. I think there's 5 of them in total. We're going to start with the first one. This is in the Sea of Baus. You basically walk straight north and you'll find a woman in a barrel. This is probably one of his easiest pirates to find. This pretty much requires no work on your part. And all you have to do is find her. And as soon as you find her, she will go back to the fortress. I don't know why she's stuck in this barrel, but she's stuck apparently because she needs help out of the barrel. And once you help her out, of course, she'll go back. And that is the first pirate taken care of. And of course, as you can see, there's really nothing left in the Sea of Baus. It's a complete thunderstorm. I guess with Grandstaff sitting out there in the middle of the ocean really doesn't help things much. So that's about it. We're just going to grab her quickly in the Sea of Baus, and then we're going to move on to the next area to get our next pirate. And this one is in the old Sorcerer's mansion. Once you come here, you'll get a little bit of a little cutscene. They're just talking about the mansion and how it's haunted. And then Sarah's going to ask us to go and get a poetry notebook. So we have to go get the notebook that is in the dungeon, or I guess the basement of the mansion where we actually fought Sarah. So this is not only a place to find the pirate, but it's also to find an optional boss. So be prepared for that. Max is going to say that there's no monsters here, and he's lying because there's still monsters here if you want to walk around here, although I have no idea why you would want to. These monsters are nowhere near your level and would be a complete waste of time. So if you remember where we first fought Sarah, you just basically go straight, and we solved that stupid clock puzzle, so we don't have to solve it, and we can just go straight on through to this room here where she was, and you hear that loud moaning noise. So that indicates that there's something or someone in there. Now for this battle, you want to have pretty much anything that will negate any type of status effect. You're going to want to have something that will resist against darkness. Darkness is a really terrible status effect it will inflict on you. It can put sleep, paralyze, darkness, cure, poison, petrify, and seal on you. So this one is a biggie, and it's going to be weak against fire, so you can equip fire rings, which I very strongly suggest doing, and using flares or flare, or whatever magic spell you have on it. When you're ready, walk forward, and you will see this I don't know, thing, I have no idea what to call this thing here. So I guess this monster was left here from the negative magic energy that Sarah was creating with her emotions. So there's still a dark field to this place, and we need to get rid of it. So here we go. Sarah is mandatory for this battle. You have to have her in. And same with Kaim. You can choose whoever else you want for this battle. This is going to be my setup. I prefer to have 3 physical attackers and only 2 mages, whereas I usually, for most battles, have 3 mages and just Kaim and Seth. I'll be explaining that in a little while here. Now this boss I wouldn't say is difficult. The only difficult thing about it is that it can get very frustrating with its status effects, and the boss will also use a spell called Reverse, where it will change its side. Now its face is facing you, if you know what I mean, like its purple eyes are facing you, and that means that you can hit it with physical attacks, and it's not going to absorb it. But if you hit it with magical attacks, it will absorb the attack. So what I'm going to do with my mages, and I'm going to do some buffing, I suggest having all barricade or all barricadus, and you can also throw some all shield on there if you'd like, because this boss is mainly going to put use magic spells. It has Forceus, it has the spell Death, which is unavoidable on, and so you'll want to definitely have the all barricade. Now this is what it uses his darkness spell. I really wasn't as well prepared as I should have been, so I'm just using this, I'm just telling you as an example. This really isn't the best, like the best example of this boss fight, but like I said, you want to put something that pretty much can negate any and all status effects that this boss can put on you. So you're really kind of stuck at its mercy. Right now you can only really hit it with physical attack, so have your mages heal any status effects, use, Zephyrah or Gila or anything like that, and just whack away with your physical attackers. Having the rings that have fire damage really helps, especially if you get it perfect.
I'm okay.
And it's a lot of just waiting and keeping healthy and just knowing, what you can use and what you can't use. So Forceus is deadly. It's gonna do a lot of damage. Okay, actually wasn't that much damage. Much as I thought it was anyways. I guess I really don't have a whole lot else to say about it. Like this battle went, I guess it didn't go too bad for me, but it really could have gone a lot better. Because if I didn't have darkness on me, it really would have gone a little bit easier for me, but that's okay. Because we've got these guys doing a whole lot of damage. And we don't want him to absorb anything, so I wouldn't even, take the chance with my mages at all. It's not even worth it. Okay, so we're a little bit more past halfways here. And I'm kind of running, I'm just like, oh, what do I do now? Now, Death, when he uses Death is unavoidable. You can't, there's no item that is going to protect you against Death. There's really nothing you can do. All you can do, if it's an immortal who dies, you can either wait until it comes back. It takes 3 turns for an immortal to come back, or you can heal them right away, depending on what your preference is. I mean, if you're really struggling with this battle, and it won't change its side, like it stays on its, this face for a long time, and you need the physical attackers, then you can bring her back to life, or whoever dies.
Okay.
But if it's a mage, or something, and it's gonna change its side soon, you can just throw any kind of bomb at it, and that might help. What if it's gonna change sides? Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, is it even gonna do it in this battle? I forget. And now when it goes to this side here with like its green eyes, I like to just, purple eyes means you can attack it with physical attacks, and its green eyes means you can only attack it with magic, and it will absorb any physical attack. So I've got black magic on both Seth and Kaim for the time being, because I was prepared for this, and with Tolten I kind of just tried to find something to do, because I was like, oh, he doesn't have anything, so I just figured I'd throw a bomb on him, on the persona here. The only shitty thing is that it can change halfway through, so I've got magic assigned to all of my team, but his turn could be used to turn back to the physical attack, which means that he would absorb both Seth and Kaim's attack. And see, and then he does it now, which was a total piss off, because now he's gonna absorb that magic, which is really annoying. So that's another thing you gotta watch out for, because it's just really irritating when that happens, especially if you have someone with higher level magic like Sarah or Ming doing it. Then he just absorbs a whole bunch of damage, and you're just kind of going around in circles, which can feel kind of annoying. But it's really not a tough battle. Essentially, you just gotta be prepared. There we go, and we're finished. And if this is your first time playing and you defeat this boss, you also get an achievement for it. So you get the accessory that Sarah came here for, you get a weapon for Seth, and you also get an achievement, so you get lots out of it. So you get Sarah's notebook, which is a nice accessory. there we go. So, that's done. Optional boss out of the way. And I'm going to pick up this treasure hunt information. Or not the information, but the treasure for it. We get another accessory here. So that's pretty cool. We got two accessories in one video and a weapon and all that good stuff. Once you defeated Persona, what you want to do is you want to go back upstairs, and then you're going to want to actually leave the mansion. And then once you get outside, just walk a little bit forward, and they'll say that they saw someone in the window, and said we'll actually think that he knows who it is. So this is where the pirate crew comes in. No, we didn't forget about the pirate crew, but you have to beat Persona first before the pirate will show up. So once you've got that little dialogue a bit from Seth, you're going to go to the left-hand side of the hall here. And it's another one of Seth's pirates. It's his pirate Roto. And then he'll go back to the fortress. So that's 2 pirates out of the way. And we've only got a few more to find. Again, that's a pretty easy pirate to find. All you gotta do is defeat Persona, which is, you know, a fun optional boss to beat. And now we're going to continue on looking for the pirates. I think that I would like to find one that's actually hiding on the world map. But before I do that, actually I changed my mind. Before I do that, there's another one that's also very easy to find, who you can also find from doing no work at all, just like we saw with the first pirate. And this pirate's actually hiding in the white boa. So what you're going to want to do is take the elevator up to the guest area. And then we can search for this pirate. He's actually in Queen Ming's chamber. And this is also a good opportunity to pick up Ming's harp if you didn't do it a little bit earlier in the game, because we'll use that later. Feels like there's someone inside my chamber. Yeah, that's a little creepy. And you can, I guess they're like hearing the pirate talking about the queen. So here he is, like jerking it in the queen's room, which is a little creepy. And if you can read that text, some of the stuff he says is just really weird. He's just like, I fantasize about the queen all the time. It's a little creepy. So what if I'm in love with the queen? It's called being romantic. No, it's called being really creepy. But when we find him, we'll kick him out of Ming's bedroom. And he will be the 3rd pirate that will go back to the pirate's fortress. So now we've only got a few more left to find. And yeah, actually I changed my mind again. I don't want to do the one on the world map because she's kind of a pain in the ass to find. So now we're going to go find another pirate. And we're going to go to the city of Saman on the map here. Again, pretty easy pirate to find. You pretty much just go straight north from the entrance and you'll see this pirate over here with this little bunch of kids here. And he's like harassing them, being a big mean pirate to these little kids, which really doesn't show how much of a man you are, just kind of shows how much of a jerk off you are. But this is Barg. And Seth's just gonna give him a good scolding about how much of a douchebag he is to these little kids. And after that he goes back to the hideout. So that's about it. We were already in the city of Saman. We did a few little quests here and there. So now we can leave and we can go find some more pirates. These are all pretty brief to find. It's just a matter of knowing where to look. And now, finally, after I changed my mind 2 or 3 different times, we're going to take care of the remaining 2 pirates. I'm going to do the one on the world map now because she's close to the last pirate we'll need to find. So I'm going to start at the port, and then I'm going to move forward. Now, I've fast-forwarded it because you don't really need to see where I'm going, but I figured for those of you who are watching, I didn't want you to get lost. But we're basically just going to come up and around from where you started, and we're going to go into this little alcove here. It's very easy to see on the map. It's a huge area, but you need the white bow to get through the ice, and the pirate is in one of these air bubbles now. There's a bunch of these air bubbles that are down. They're actually all around the world map, and they give you a sort of bit of treasure. I'll probably splice this clip into the clip of where I find all the stuff under the water, because there's a bunch of them. But I'm just going to search around here, and I'm going to try to find her. Where is she? I think she's actually in a very, very large jet of bubbles around here. It's just a matter of looking. But I might as well get all these treasures while we're under here, looking for her. All you gotta do is just kind of sail up to the bubbles and just go over top of them, and then when it asks you to examine them, I guess you can use like this sonar system the ship has, and you can pick up a bunch of items. So where the hell is she? I know she's around here. I'm not just crazy. Oh, okay. Okay, she must be over there, because that is a very, very, very large burst of air bubbles. So I guess when you actually see her, she's pretty easy to find, because as you can see, that jet was much bigger. And you'll find his second female pirate. This is Jilla. And once you, I guess once you rescue her from like drowning or whatever the heck she was doing, she'll go back to the pirate fortress. I'm gonna have to save the last pirate for the next video though, because he's actually in a new area that we haven't been to, and I don't want to spoil that for you guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.